Parr AKA Mr Incredible is a tough old bastard. He has super strength sufficient to lift 66 tons, plus he possesses enhanced durability and heightened senses. But perhaps most incredible, he's helped raise 3 superpowered kids. So naturally, the Doopie Bros got thinking, who could kill this dude?
As always, we'll be focusing on characters with different power sets, looking to vary the methods of kill, because we're creative and deranged like that. And FYI, we're sticking to the animation side of things, so don't expect to see Darth Vader or Iron Man on this list, even though technically both of those guys have been animated. So, which Disney film characters could take down Mr. Incredible?
Number 5, Stitch.
Experiment 626 was genetically engineered for but one purpose, to destroy everything he touches, and he's certainly got the abilities to back that up, being fireproof, bulletproof, super strong, and super intelligent. As such, Stitch could probably match Mr. Incredible physically. It's a fight we'd love to see, but the little bastard does have his weaknesses. He's particularly vulnerable in large bodies of water, and has a strange penchant for families,
Ohana means family,
which of course Bob could use to his advantage. His is incredible after all.
Don't be fooled by that cute appearance though. Beneath his playful, boyish exterior beats the heart of a ruthless, sadist maniac. And what really sets Stitch apart is his alien tech, having been shown to create weapons of mass destruction on the fly, and even use his finger to spin some sick beats.
I am the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.
Bob has been outdone by technology before, plus we reckon Stitch is feisty enough to avoid most of Bob's attacks, so without the lull of a loving family, he should take this round.
Number 4, Elsa.
Aside from a winning personality, Elsa possesses magical powers enabling her to turn stuff really cold and even manipulate the weather. She's a White Walker in other words. Now, you might be thinking, Mr. Incredible is a pretty durable dude. He could probably survive a little cold. Well, let's assume that's true. Elsa can also conjure snowy creations to life, including this little bastard, and even if Olaf didn't manage to annoy Bob to death, Elsa could create an army of bigger, meaner beasties, like Marshmallow, that will put Bob on the back foot and sap his stamina. He is an oldie after all.
If Bob does manage to avoid her horde of abominable snow creatures and getting close, he'd bitch slap the Ice Queen into next summer. But she has great defense, being able to produce some very pointy ice sculptures, and as we saw in the first Incredibles, Bob can be cut. So, failing freezing him to death, Elsa could at the very least stick him with the pointy end.
Number 3, Jack.
This one's all the more alarming due to Jack's age, and the fact that he's Bob's son. In the first movie, we see him flame on, get super dense, and transform into a troll. But let's face it, trolling ain't much of a superpower. If it were, YouTube would be full of superheroes. Jack can also levitate, teleport, and shoot frickin' lasers from his eyeballs, and a combination of these powers is surely enough to finish off his pops.
Yeah, Jack Squared is pretty much an accident waiting to happen. With little control over his powers and a mere youngling's brain, he don't know what he's doing. He's really quite dangerous, but he's also immune to Bob's aggression. Think about it, would you really expect Mr. Incredible to harm his own son? But then again, why would Jack do the dirty on his dad? Perhaps a simple accidental laser beam to the back of the head whilst Bob prepares the morning Cheerios? However it works out, Bob can't stand up to what Jack can dish out, so it's Cheerio to Parr Incredible.
Number 2, Hercules.
It's the all-out slugfest no one wants to see, cause they're pretty evenly matched. To his credit, Mr. Incredible has demonstrated some seriously impressive physical feats. He's stopped a speeding train, bench pressed a train, and butterfly pressed, you guessed it, some more trains. But Hercules is ridiculously strong too. He's a freaking demigod after all, being shown to obliterate an entire cliff, tame the titans, and even sucker punch an actual god. Both are pretty durable too, having taken several beatings, but we give the edge in strength and durability to Herc. So is there any out for Mr. Parr?
Aside from the obvious cape disadvantage,
no capes.
The one thing Bob has over Herc is experience. He's older, bolder, and has been superheroing for around 20 years. He can think on the fly and could easily outwit Hercules. But Herc was trained by Phil to be the greatest hero ever. He uses weapons and is Bob's physical superior. So we say a right hook from the son of Zeus should send Mr. Incredible down to the underworld permanently. And no, not that ghastly Kate Beckinsale franchise. That's somehow still alive.
Number 1, Genie.
Disney is a franchise full of magic users, but Genie's our top pick because, well, he's just so damn charming. This big blue lamp possesses phenomenal cosmic power, but one proviso, he can't kill anyone, so don't ask. Well, that was the case until Aladdin decided to set him free. Speaking of which, go check out our theory video on this. It's pretty amazing. But back to the fight, Genie is all too happy to flaunt his skill set, being shown to turn monkeys into elephants, become a submarine, and even do impressions of celebrities that don't exist in Agrabah. He's the sort of fourth wall breaker Deadpool aspires to be.
It's safe to say Bob has little to no defense against a magical assault, so for this bout we'll grant him the use of his family to aid him in battle, including Jack, and together they are a force to be reckoned with. A combined assault from the family Incredible would only really phase Genie for a moment though. Picture Thanos fighting the Avengers, but Thor's not there. So it's rip Incredibles.
We're dead! We're dead!
So there's the list. Pretty incredible, right? Feel free to chime in with your own ideas on who could take this dude down. And if you enjoyed this video, we got a whole series of them just waiting for you to take a look. Oh, and be sure to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. Thanks for watching.